Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ridho Akbar. I'm student in PGSD Yogyakarta University. It's good to be here. My topic today is fix your presentation 21 quick tips. Did you know that there are some tips to make your presentation more attractive? Alright, let's take a look at PPT. Hope it's clear enough for everyone to see. If read a few days ago used these easy tricks to build your presentation more attractive and persuasive. Most business presentation rank from the very boring to, well, just boring. I'm sure you have a few offenders on your own team. There is not to be like this. Here are 21 ways to make sure that your presentation is the way you want it audience interest, and help them make the decision when. Preparation. Later, the participants who saw it were expected to be able to prepare anything that had to be prepared when they went a presentation. Presentation. Percentage. Later, the participants are expected to be able to make the best possible presentation when applying the tips that have been described. Preparation contains phase. Build a story. Presentations are boring when they present scats of information without any context or meaning. Instead, tell a story with the audience as the main character, and specifically the heroes. Next, preparation. Keep it relevant. Audience only pay attention to stories and ideas that are immediately relevant. Consider what decision you want them to make, then build an appropriate case. Cut your intro. A verbose introduction that describes you, your firm, your topic, how you got there. Only bores people. Keep your intro down to a sentence or two, even for a long presentation. Next, preparation. Begin with an eye-opener. Kick off your talk by revealing a shocking fact, a surprising insight, or a unique perspective that naturally leads into your message and the decision you want made. The next point is keep it short and sweet. When was the last time you heard someone complain that a presentation was too short? Make it half as long as your originally thought it should be, or even shorter. Use facts, not generalize. Fuzzy concepts reflect fuzzy thinking. Butters your argument, story, and message with facts that are quantifiable, variable, memorable, and dramatic. Next, customize for every audience. One size fits all. Presentations are like on size fits all clothes. They never fit right and usually make you look bad. Every audience is different. Your presentation should be too. Next, simplify your graphic. People shout off their brains when confronted with complete drawing and tables. Use very simple graphic and highlight the dot points that are important. The next point is keep background in the background. Faint slide background only make it more difficult for the audience to focus on what's important. Use a simple single color, natural color background. Use readable fonts. Don't try to give your audience to get an ear-strained head by using tiny fonts. Use large fonts in simple fix like Arial. Avoid boldface, italics, and all caps. Don't get too fancy. You want your audience to remember? You may not how many special effects and visual gimcracks you use. In almost all cases, the simpler the better. Presentation contains fees. Check your equipment in advance. If you must use PowerPoint or plan on showing videos or something, check to make sure that the stuff really works. Then check it again, then one more time. Speak to the audience. Great public speakers keep their focus on the audience, not their slides or their notes. Focus on the audience and target them to focus on your slides and your message. Never read from slides. Guess what? Your audience can read if you're reading from your slides. You're not just being boring, you're also insulting the intelligence of everyone in the room. Don't skip around. Nothing makes you look more disorganized than skipping over slides. Backtracking to previous slides, or showing slides that don't really belong. If there are slides that don't fit, cut them out of the presentation in advance. The next point is leave humor to the professionals. Unless you're really good at telling jokes, don't try to be a comedian. Remember, when it comes to business presentation, polite laughter is the key of that. Avoid obvious form holes. Every audience has not buttons that command immediate attention and cause every other discussion to grit to a halt. Learn what they are and avoid them. Skip the jargon. Business buzzwords makes you sound like you're either pompous, crazy, or worst case, speaking in tongues. Cut them out both from your slides and from your vocabulary. Next, make it timely. Schedule presentation for a time when the audience can give your proper attention. Avoid end of day, just before lunch and the day before a holiday. The next point is prepare some question. If you're going to have a Q&A at the end of your presentation, be prepared to get the bell rolling by giving up a question or two up your sleeve. Have a spare handout if there's data that you want the audience to have. Put it into a spare document for distribution after your talk. Don't use your slide deck as a data repository. So, that's all I have to say. To sum up, the 21 tips consist of preparation, namely, build a story, keep it relevant, cut your intro, begin with an eye-opener, keep it short and sweet, use fake, not generalities, customize for every audience, simplify your graphic, keep background in the background, use readable fonts. And then the presentation, that is, check your equipment in advance, speak to the audience, never read from slides, don't skip around, leave humor to the professional. Avoid obvious from holes, skip the jargon, make it timely, prepare some question, and have a spark handout. In conclusion, you can use these tips to make your presentation easier. Easy to compose the percentage the I bring can be useful for all of us. That brings me to the end of my presentation. I'd be glad to answer any question. Thank you for listening attentively. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.